My dear collective, welcome to your music channeling. And your go-to song is not that one that's playing in the background. It is I'm So Into You by SWV. Okay? Channel messages. We got the name Alexander. Okay, that could be your name, their name. Adele, the singer. Okay, I don't know if you could love her. They could love them. Okay. Maybe you listen to a lot of Adele. Maybe you did after the separation. Okay. And then we have Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus. Placements 1993 is when this song was released. So that year could also be relevant just in terms of age, timeline. Okay. But yeah, this person can't help be so into you, like the song says. Well, paraphrasing, okay? So I'm gonna just shuffle specifically and then we go for everybody else. And thank you for stopping by. We're gonna start first with Alexander, okay? So I feel like this person, they kind of want to see you like as soon as possible, whenever this resonates. If you're watching for Alexander, this person want to see you as soon as possible, okay? What else? We got Temperance card. So this person doesn't feel at peace. Why? Right now, they feel a little bit like... Okay, so the environment is kind of like... I wouldn't say stressing them out, but it's not a peaceful environment. I feel like you're the only one that brings them peace. So while they're with like their friends and the family and their co-workers, it's like that's one thing, you know, but they really want to like be with you. So this is why they want to see as soon as possible. I feel like somebody's like fed up with their environment, or they just kind of like want to include you in that. I just feel like this person misses you. I feel like they're kind of just like, when will they see collective? You know, every day it's the same people, same faces, right? So I feel like this person just want to see you more, okay? That's why they're heading towards your way, okay? So there we go. If you're watching for Alexander, okay, this is, yeah, if you're watching for him, but if Alexander, if you're watching, these are your cards. This person is coming towards you as well. However, they're not bored and discontent with the environment. They're just coming towards you because they feel like it, okay? Alexander is more so like they're kind of tired or just, you know, over their environment. But if you're watching Alexander, your person is pretty content in their life. They just want to see you for the sake of seeing you, okay? There's no other reason, okay? Maybe Alexander will need to explain themselves, okay? Because you're kind of like, why are you here? And then they're like, well, my environment kind of like, it's boring, it's same shit every day. I don't know, okay? But yeah, if you are somebody that's very honest, loyal, humble, life of the party, and you have this aura, and your person is like, you're that guy, okay? So this is for Alexander. You could also be a Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, masculine watching. So let's move on to the next message. 1993. You could be born during that time, or that specific year is relevant. Okay. So we got Hierophant and we got Hermit. Okay. So a lot of you guys, this is like your future spouse, or this is like you're their future spouse, okay? You were married before, they're planning a marriage, you're that person for them. This is like long term. That's wifey, that's hubby, okay? Or you were wifey, hubby at some point, and you're about to be that again, especially if there was a separation here. But yeah, you definitely wifey, hubby material, again and again and again, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys notice my crown chakra is very active right now. July 13 could be relevant. Sagittarius placement could be relevant. Sun, rising Mercury, Venus, moon, etc. Okay, Sagittarius month could also be relevant as in November, December of this year or any year that make it make sense. Okay, Taurus, Gemini, Libra. Heavy on the Sag energy is relevant. Okay, yeah, this person here, they want things to evolve to the next chapter, and they're just like, they can't wait. They can't wait for whatever you guys have planned, work towards working on to evolve. Because I feel like it's kind of work within yourself, work you put into the relationship, coming back like better, newer, glowier. Okay, that's your message. Advice card for those that born during 1993 or that year is relevant here. You're about to feel very safe, protected, and loved by a person. You have a lot of love and protection when it comes to them, and they have the same when it comes to you. You also are divinely orchestrated to meet again, and you also have like divine protection, like angels, ancestors, that type. Okay, a lot of you guys, you had to learn a lot of lessons. Okay, and that's why they're coming back to be like, okay, now I'm renewed, now I've learned, we're heading into bigger, better things. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next point. Let's see here. Adele, that is relevant though. So I feel like somebody just loves her, or maybe something will happen at an Adele concert, or when you listen to Adele, maybe somebody got Adele to sing at the wedding. Okay, I don't know, but Adele the singer is relevant, or somebody listened to Adele when things were tough. Okay, we got Everything Is Fine, the Moon Card, yeah. Okay, so I feel like somebody has like an emotional connection to Adele in terms of her music, her artistry. Okay, so I feel like that's the type of energy here. Like when things were crashing out, Adele was on. Okay. And it's always best to crash out, to be emotional when it comes to other side of music. Okay. Now I say this to say, this could also be like a shared favorite thingy. Now I do want to just quickly just read Taurus placement. So if you have Taurus placement, it indicates that a person is very grounded, practical, values stability, security, and the pleasures of the physical world, meaning luxury, the finer things in life. Okay, that could be them. This person could also be very determined, steadfast, security focused. Okay, and now we're gonna move on to Cancer placement. Now all of this could be relevant for both of you guys or one or the other, so just make it make sense. It's an indication that one is, let's say, very empathic, intuitive, compassionate, nurturing, and protective of loved ones. Okay, they're very loyal and very devoted. Okay. Okay, I'm just picking like the first thing I see to just kind of make this as quick as possible for you guys that's listening. If you have Scorpio placements, that indicates that somebody is very emotional, intense, determined, and resilient. Oftentimes, mysterious, passionate, intuitive, and driven. Okay? You're very loyal. Okay? There we go. And that's all I'm going to say when it comes to that. So now, oh Is this song a reference though, by the way? Well, let's keep on moving. For the rest of the population, okay, for the rest of the collective, what's relevant here? We got this one here. You and this person actually learn a lot to come back together bigger and better. I feel like there could have been a few bumps in the road when it comes to you and your soulmate here. But ultimately, what you learned is love for yourself and for each other, okay? Sometimes there needs to be a little bit of separation to realize what you have is bigger than the issue, okay? A lot of you guys had to work on yourself, have to get into work more, stability, maybe find your own things. You guys can come together and have your own like individualities, okay? Because a lot of it could have been focused on just the love aspect, the neglecting of oneself. That could have been the reason for the separation for some of you guys, okay? But yeah, ultimately you knew that you guys were soulmates, you were meant to be, and that's your person, okay? There we go. The journey hasn't been easy, but you know at least what it is when it comes to the love and the journey. Is like, at the end of the day, I know who I want to be with for the rest of my life, and no matter what it is, at least I know who I am in myself, and equally as you collective, and this is what the reunion is going to take place. Okay? So let's do an advice card from the spirit animal, and very quickly dive into initials. I took the time to actually get some, okay? So we got this one here. A lot of you guys, the interaction is going to be very intimate. For some of you guys, you're going to wait on that. If you get into the intimacy of it all, there's going to be a pregnancy ASAP, okay? So just be aware. But for some of you guys, you're going to take some time before you jump into that. Usually when separation happens, when you meet a person again, like the closest thing is to make physical procreations as soon as possible, okay? I don't care if you're saint or celibate, you know, there's something about wanting to be close to a person after the talk, after the conversations, after the anger, tears, and whatnot. Usually you want to spend time with your person, and it usually at least one thing to another, okay? Now, for some of you guys, actually, for all of you guys is gonna get like straight to that, but the connection is not gonna be, how do I say, based on that. I also want to say that the physical consummation will lead to like procreation, okay? For a lot of you guys, whether you have children or not, okay? It's gonna get that energy, okay? I'm getting like Noah Ali reuniting after like 7 years, and they're like, oh my god, they didn't know it was that good, okay? And I feel like it's that good based on, well, you're used to their body, they're used to your body, but also I feel like because of the energy of like stress, hardship, and you know, not knowing yourself has been cleared and washed away. So when you have a clear mind and your heart is at peace, obviously everything will flow better, and it will feel better. And I feel like that's what it really is here, okay? So we're going to do some initials. So very quickly here, we got SONTXERSEN, said DSIDRVARQESTKTTJ, and another letter. E. Okay? Somebody could also be very flexible as well. So, something about Easter is relevant. Easter time this year, next year. You get it. Okay, Easter is relevant, okay? So, Eastern Standard Time. East Standard Time and Easter is relevant, okay? Something about a tavern. Maybe some of you guys are going to go on a cottage date type of vibe. Somebody likes the mountains, nature. That's pretty fun though. Like going to like a cottage date, nature, holiday thingy. I'm seeing here Dakini. Somebody could be from West Africa. Alright, yeah. Or somebody's into West African culture. Somebody could also be Indian. Somebody could be I'm seeing Vedic astrology. Tyson Beckford. Something about it's too late. Somebody definitely ran, coming back again. Somebody could be from Eastern Europe. East Europe. Tara, somebody's name is Tara. Jennifer Lisette. Okay. Anything else that's relevant? A lot of you guys are gonna get some sort of revelation, or there's about to be some news coming to you that might irritate you at first, but I feel like you're gonna be happy because you know now. Okay, there's something where it's like it's gonna be revealed or talked about or exposed, and you're gonna be like upset that you didn't know or that you found out later. But at least you know. I kind of feel like somebody wants to be like completely honest with you, even if it hurts your feelings or it's like too late, but it's because of like they want to clear their conscience. Okay. But it's gonna irritate you or annoy you, or you're gonna be like, oh my god, like don't tell me. But it's like, I do feel like somebody wants to clear the air. Anything. We're gonna do an advice card based on that. There is no advice card. We're gonna leave it as such, okay? Just look at things from a lighter perspective, okay? Surrender to the moment, and you know this is gonna help you move forward into a different perspective. Okay, at 39, 51 could be relevant, 24 hours or timeline. Okay, as in hours, timeline in that sense, or ages. Okay, 60 could also be relevant, 26, 29, 20s, 30s, 40s, up to 60s could be relevant. Okay, there we go. On to next time. I don't think I have any old readings, past readings. If I do, there will be a link, but I don't think there are any links. I think I've done too many readings. Okay, I get a little bit how do I say, all over the place when I'm on my period. Okay, so sorry about that little mental fog, but hopefully you like this reading. Thank you for stopping by.